I'm Brian Van from SportBikeTrackGear.com, and today we are going to take the front forks off our 2013 STG Project bike. We're going to put an Öhlins 30 mil kit in that. We're going to do a video on that too. We're going to get the forks off, go over to Witchcraft Motorsports, and install an Öhlins 30 mil kit. As you would expect, we'll also put on a matching shock, the TTX shock in the back. Look for that video to come soon. Tool-wise, what do we need to get this done? Okay, I've got it up on a lift table right now. Do you really have to have a lift? No, you don't. You need some common hand tools, okay, to do this. Just some Allens, stuff like that. Nothing really out of the ordinary. And you're gonna need a front stand where you're able to lift it underneath the steering head. That part is key. You need to be able to support it by the steering head in order to do that. On this bike, we've chosen to use the Pitbull hybrid head lift stand. This thing's got some cool options. This one has a removable handle, and it also has a provision to hold the calipers so there's not a lot of stress on the brake lines. They're not just hanging from the brake lines. To begin this project, we're gonna go ahead, take the front fender off. We're gonna remove the upper fairing. We've already got the race glass on here from Armor Bodies, so those two things are gonna be pretty easy. So when we come back, you'll see all that removed, and we're gonna go ahead and put the head lift stand underneath the steering head. Okay, we've got the upper fairing off, we have the front fender removed. The first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to loosen up the front axle bolt. It's easier to do that when you have all of the pinch bolts tight, holding the axle in place so it does not rotate when you go to break it loose. Next step, we need to get the front end of the motorcycle up off the ground, or in this case, the work table. We're gonna go ahead and locate the head lift pin in the center of the lower triple tree, okay? This is going to allow us to remove the forks from the bike. This is a really cool stand, right? Pitbull hybrid head lift. I opted to go with the removable handle, which is sweet because you can get this thing completely out of the way. From here, we need to remove our front calipers, remove the front axle, and get the wheel off of the motorcycle. On the Yamaha R1 here, we've just got 12mm hex fasteners. All right, calipers are off on both sides. I went over and I got a couple of M6 Allen head fasteners, right? And we're gonna go ahead and show you that cool feature that comes with this front stand, right? You just go ahead and in the boss, weld it right to the stand, thread that in. You can hang the caliper from it. It's just a nice convenience thing. Obviously, we're gonna change these brake lines, so at the end of the day, I'm not really worried about a little bit of weight, you know, hanging from these lines because we're never actually gonna ride the motorcycle with it. But moving forward, for tire changes, that kind of stuff, that's gonna be a pretty sweet feature. 6mm T-handle. Go ahead and bust the pinch bolts loose. We're going to slide the axle out, and let's get that front tire off the motorcycle. Gotta love the way a new bike comes apart. I mean, this thing is just smooth. Put that and the axle to the side. Now we need to lower this down a little bit. Like I stated earlier, having a work table is not a necessity for a job like this. Is it nice to have it? It certainly is. Is it a must? No, it's not. Okay, wheels off. We are ready to get the forks off the motorcycle. The first thing I'm going to recommend that you do is take a good long look at anything that might be attached to the fork bottoms or the fork tubes. You want to have taken care of that before you try to slide the fork tubes out. Because remember, once you unbolt the stuff, they're loose. You know, it's a pain in the ass if something's hanging, right? So let's take a good look. Nothing here on the right side. On the left, looks like we've got a cable strap up here that's holding the ignition switch wiring harness. Let's go ahead and loosen that up. Oh yeah, and we've got, you know, on the R1, this bike has traction control, so we have a wheel speed sensor here on the front wheel, and that is attached to the fork bottom. Let's go ahead and get that fastener out. We definitely don't want to be jacking that up. Okay, something that we need to deal with, because this motorcycle still has the stock clip-on, is we need to unbolt the fastener that attaches the stock clip-on and the top triple tree. The way Yamaha does that is they've got just an Allen head fastener that goes through the top triple, and it goes into the top of that stock clip-on tube. We are going to replace the clip-ons on this bike, obviously. We're going to do that in another segment, right? But for today's purposes, let's go ahead and get those fasteners out of there. Gotta love this Motion Pro T-handle spinner. Really nice tool. Number one, it's a little larger, so it's gonna allow me to put more torque on the bolts. Number two, has that spinner handle on it. It's pretty badass. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this clip-on. All right, that is loose and spinning. Something that I do like to have when I'm pulling forks, especially for the first time, and I don't know what to expect, is a big flat-bladed screwdriver. Sometimes the lower triple tree can be kind of tight. You might need to just put that in right in the gap there and just give it just a little tickle, okay? I don't know if that's gonna be the case on this bike or not, but we will be ready just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen up the lower triple fasteners. And now we're gonna go after the one on the top triple. And this is gonna be ready to come out. This fork leg is gonna be loose after this. So what I'm gonna do is, as I'm loosening that fastener all the way, I'm gonna have one hand on the fork leg so it doesn't just fall out. And there is the right fork leg, all ready for my friend there at Witchcraft Motorsports. 30 mil kit from Öhlins. I'm pretty stoked. I have not previously ridden on a 30 mil kit from Öhlins. I have 25 mil kits multiple times, but never a 30 mil kit yet. Loosen up that clip-on. Let's go ahead and loosen up the lower triple. As you can see here, clearly, normal, common hand tools, nothing really out of the ordinary is needed for this job. Probably the biggest thing is going to be a way to support the motorcycle by the bottom of that lower triple clamp. Okay, fasteners are all loose. This fork leg looks like it's a little bit tight. Let's double check our fasteners. Yeah, it's still a little bit tight. Good thing I've got the screwdriver sitting here. We go ahead and rotate the triples just a little bit so better access. You can see I'm just going to slide the blade of that screwdriver in there, and as you can see, I really didn't have to distort it a whole lot. There could be a burr or something in there too. I mean, this stuff is all brand new. And there you have it. That is how you remove the forks from your bike. Remember, if you're not comfortable doing this stuff yourself, take it to a licensed technician. The videos that we're doing here, we're just trying to show you how we work on our own bike. They're semi-informational, hopefully a little bit entertaining. This is how to remove the forks from the front of our 2013 STG project bike.